Well, hello to all you lovely old people. Yeah, you read the title of this video. How do you feel? Because this made me feel quite a bit more gray in the hair than before.
This is a joke, right? This is a total joke. Say it's a joke.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is EJ and in this video we are going to be diving into 25 years of some of the best movies I've ever had the pleasure of seeing. Yes, we're going to venture back to 1999 and look at some of the best teen movies that came out this year. If you don't know, 1999 was packed, filled to the brim with some amazing movies geared at the teenage audience, but have aged so well. Not all of these. Some of these have aged pretty poorly, but we're going to dive into that in my new favorite thing to do on this channel, a tier list. So join me as I look at the 1999 teen movies and give us a 25-year retrospect.
Y'all wouldn't know anything about dedication, team play, but I would.
Because I'm a high school student. I'm here with my fellow students. Hey, guys.
I don't think the President of the United States should be recording conversations like that.
Word on the street?
Yeah, the chick's evil.
Evil's a bit strong.
Look, fat I can handle. Weird boobs, bad personality, maybe some sort of fungus.
We're screwed.
There you go.
Thank you all for joining me for this video. It feels so cool to be diving into different things on this channel. I said this year I wanted to focus on queer cinema and horror films. Well, this falls into the middle. One of these is actually a horror movie for sure. But what I love about the 1999 teen movies is what it did to attract a certain demographic. It made me, a little gay boy who was addicted to cinema, it gave me a place to feel comfortable. It gave me, like, reference points. That's, again, when not another teen movie comes out, like, 2 years after this, you really get a frame of reference for where we were in this time period, what we were getting in movies, what was the attitude, what was the teen culture like. As a 30-something-year-old human being right now, this was the era I grew up with. So I really liked what this did. I think, with these 1999 teen movies, with 2004's Mean Girls, there's a real specific vibe that we got during this time period, and it captured so many of us and it made us feel so at home. So I wanted to spend my time tier ranking this video. I have my tiers that we're going to be seeing in just one moment. We're going to be placing these where they need to go. We have top 10 picks. There is a lot more teen movies that came out this year. There's a lot more romantic comedies. There's some movies like Simply Irresistible that starred Sarah Michelle Gellar that I wanted to include, but it's not really a teen movie. So in this video, we're going to focus on the 10 movies that I have picked, and I cannot wait till you see what I've cooked up, and let me know your tier ranking. Let me know your favorite films in the comments below. Now, let's get into the video right now. So if you see behind me, I have my handy dandy tier list. I have made it for you all to try yourself. So it's going to be in the description and also in that top comment pinned so you guys can make your own list. I cannot wait to see what you cook up with. Let's dive into it right now. So we have our first film. It's Dick, starring Michelle Williams and Kirsten Dunst. If you don't remember this movie, don't feel bad. A lot of people really don't. It's a cute little period piece. It's very of its time. It's very political. It's cute. This isn't one of my favorites. This one is definitely, I'm going to put a not bad, not good. It hasn't aged bad, but it's not really memorable. It's not one that often a lot of us 1999 teen movie fans, we don't really go back to this. I would actually rather jump to Save the Last Dance in 2001. There's other ones that we would go to before we would harken back to Dick. It's not bad. It's not great. Ooh, the next one, we have Drive Me Crazy. Oh, did you hear just Brittany yelling at us, crazy, in the background? Yes, this gave us Melissa Joan Hart, Adrian Grenier. You remember him? What a 2000s, 90s actor that was. But this movie's not my favorite. I actually don't really remember plot. You can't really tell me anything about this movie. You could have actually just made up a plot, and I would have been like, yep, that's exactly the teen plot for this movie. It's fine, but what the most iconic thing is, it's the music video for Crazy that Melissa Joan Hart is in, that Britney Spears is living and giving us so much life in. This one is another not bad, not good. We won't go back to this often. Do you go back to Drive Me Crazy? You 1999 teen movie fans, how often is Drive Me Crazy the pick you go to? Just what I thought. So next one, oh, what a personal favorite of mine. Another one that's not a great movie, but I've watched countless times. Teaching Mrs. Tingle, the only horror thriller on this list. Well, we'll come back to that. There might be another one there. But what I really like about this movie is it switches up the teen formula. It gives us angsty 90s teens, but in a different context, in a more, you know what, let's get revenge on the horrible people around us. And that's what you get in Teaching Mrs. Tingle. They try to teach their teacher a lesson. What is it? It's Katie Holmes, that one guy from Seventh Heaven, and oh my goodness, I can't even tell you who's in this movie. That's why it's gonna go into the not bad, not good. I wanted to put this in What a Joy, but when I can't even tell you the three cast members, it's not bad though. It's not bad. I don't think any of these movies are gonna be in the never again category. We have one in What a Joy. Let's just put Jawbreaker there already. Do you guys remember Jawbreaker?
Pretty little Courtney. Let's stop pretending, shall we?
Rose McGowan? Oh, a jam-packed cast. Actually, Marilyn Manson's in this movie even. Jawbreaker is one of those queer films that I did not know was a queer film until you see it years later with a different filter. This movie is about a group of girls, think a little bit in between Heathers and Drop Dead Gorgeous. It's in between those movies where we're seeing girls show their darker side, but this gets pretty damn dark. They kill one of the girls, and so they have to initiate another girl into the group, and we see the treacherous mean girl atmosphere. This also has one of those real 90s, especially 1999 tropes where the villain gets a letter read about them basically at the end and it exposes all their lies. I love Jawbreaker. Rose McGowan is an underrated 90s actress. I just watched Devil in the Flesh. Do you guys remember Devil in the Flesh? A erotic thriller that she starred in. I just rewatched the first Scream movie. My goodness, the eating that she does as Tatum, I wanted more of her. Rose McGowan is so good in Jawbreaker, but this cast, like Julie Benz, is really good. This cast is just really fun. I think this one is definitely a personal taste one. You either like this one or you don't like this one. It's a hard pill to swallow, I would say, Jawbreaker. But we have our first iconic. It's 10 Things I Hate About You. Do you know how quotable this movie is?
Where did you come from? Planet Loser? As opposed to Planet, look at me, look at me. Cat.
Well, maybe you're not afraid of me, but I'm sure you've thought about me naked, huh?
How many stars it made? I mean, baby Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles really starting to break out. David Krumholtz? Oh, he's so good in it. That one girl who was from The Secret World of Alex Mack. Can't remember her name. She's the sister. She's Kat's sister, Bianca, in this movie. Oh my god, we have Gabrielle Union in this movie. It's just jam-packed. Oh my god, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I almost left the baby out. Like, this movie is so jammed with great actors, but the plot is good. The Taming of the Shrew I loved when we were, either adapting Agatha or Jane Austen or Shakespeare novels and twisting them into a teen kind of thing. We would get it with Othello, in 2000s as well. We would see it often. I mean, it was just a thing we were doing for a little bit. And I love what they did with Taming of the Shrew here. I think it's a great modern update. I think the cast, I mean, Allison Janney and her role, I mean, just every little thing, the dad, there's just so many good actors, so many good moments, so many good characters, quotes after quotes. The plot is good. I believe it. That speech she does in the class where, I hate the way you look at me.
But mostly I hate the way I don't hate you. Not even close. Not even a little bit.
Oh, and then he gets with the guitar. Oh my god. Even the stupid villain dude, the one that I was going for thoughtful, not pensive, this cast, this movie, iconic, easily up there. So we have She's All That. So She's All That is not my personal favorite. She's going to go in a pure slay, though. She's great. I think Rachel Lee Cook, Freddie Prinze Jr., so great. Isn't Little Kim in this movie? Isn't Usher in this movie? Like, what is the cast of She's All That? It is the most, it's the most formulaic, but it's also one of the most iconic. If you've ever seen Not Another Teen Movie, they rip out all of this movie for what they did in that parody. I think She's All That is great. She would probably go in a iconic status for other folks, but for me, she's just a pure slay. We now have, honestly, never again. I never want to watch Varsity Blues again. Other than the hot men, men's is there's pretty hot men. I'm not a big James Vanderbeek person in this era. It should have been called Pacey's Pond, not Dawson's Creek. But James Vanderbeek gets better when he is in, like, Don't Trust the Bitch later on and years later. I just don't like Varsity Blues. It has not aged well. It's not a really great sports movie. It's barely a good teens movie. I just don't know what I can get from Varsity Blues that I couldn't get in any of these other movies. It just doesn't work out for me in that way.
Who is our friend who gives you such pleasure?
I had to take a moment to just really think about Cruel Intentions. I get my Sarah Michelle Gellar inclusion. I get Selma Blair. I get Reese Witherspoon, Ryan Phillippe, Joshua Jackson, Pacey's Pond again. He's so good as this evil gay character outing that man. Cruel Intentions is easily one of the most iconic 1999 movies. One of the most iconic teen movies. Is it great? The movie struggles a lot when it is about Sebastian and whatever Reese Witherspoon's character's name is. It really slows down the movie where you're begging for a scene with Ryan Phillippe and Selma Blair. Those are great together. You're craving for Catherine. You want your Sarah Michelle Gellar scenes. It just, it slows down when we are getting the love plot. But hey, Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Phillippe were so in love with each other. That fight that they have where she slaps him, it lives on my mind. If you've never seen the Movie Bitches review of Cruel Intentions, watch Cruel Intentions. Well, watch this video. Watch Cruel Intentions, and then watch the Movie Bitches video of it. It's so good. So good. Cruel Intentions is easily there. So, another one that goes in a iconic status, even if it's not one of my personal go-to I watch all the time, American Pie. You do not get any more iconic. Talk about not another teen movie stealing from a lot of stuff. It's American Pie. This movie built the 90s teen movie. It's, even though if it came out the last year, you think of it as an encapsulation of the 90s. The cast with Jason Biggs, Allison Hannigan. I mean, the birth of Jennifer Coolidge, Seann William Scott. Though I will say American Pie 2, the kiss between Seann William Scott and Jason Biggs, it got me through some lonely nights. Also, Dude, Where's My Car? The kiss between Ashton Kutcher and Seann William Scott. Well, Seann William Scott was feeding the girls and the gays back in the 2000s. Wow. But no, I really think American Pie is great. As much as it's not one of my personal go-tos all the time, I probably should rewatch it and give it its proper thing and then try to watch 2 and then American Wedding, American Reunion. Were those movies? Did I just like fever dream some ones? Remember there's also real spin-offy American Pies? What happened to that franchise? Maybe one day I can get into the American Pie movies and watch them all with you and venture back into some of the sleaziest, grossest teen as they grow up movies. But American Pie 2 and 1, they do last well. They do have their things. And our final pick, my goodness, Never Been Kissed. It's going to go into pure slay. Is it a favorite? No. Is it great? Not really. I love Drew Barrymore. And that's about as far as my compliments for Josie Grossi go. Like, this movie is okay. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna have 1999 teen fans pissed at me. I know my fellow millennials and some of you Gen Xers are going to be pissed that She's All That and Never Been Kissed are not in that top tier category. But I just think as movies, they don't have the juicy camp quality that you want to rewatch. I can't tell you endless quotes of She's All That like I can with 10 Things I Hate About You, Cruel Intentions, even American Pie. One time at band camp, we all know that. And same thing with Never Been Kissed. It's a great plot. I love the way, but again, let's go back to another teen movie, which, hell, I should review for you all. Let me know if you want to see another teen movie review. I used to watch that movie endlessly. But that movie, they don't even use Never Been Kissed as like a main plot point in that movie when they're parodying it. It's just that one older lady who has that great scene where she's kissing that one girl who was on L Word. Loved her. Anyways, but yeah, I just think like Never Been Kissed is cute. It's not gorgeous. Like, then you put gorgeous next to cute, and it just doesn't stand a chance. But that is my top 10 1999 teen movies. What did you think of this tier list? What is your own? We have so much to get into as we close up this video. How was that walk down memory lane for all my millennials, Gen Xers, even some of you Gen Z folk who really love these movies? growing up much younger than I. Oh, what did you guys think of this tier list? What did you guys think of this video? Is there any other movies, any kind of genres, any kind of little subcategories that you want to see me tier list like this? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm so happy to be back making videos with you guys with my new set. What do you guys think of the set? What do you guys think of everything that's happening in early 2024? The movie slate's pretty thin so far, so we're going to be doing fun videos like this until AHS starts. I cannot wait for part 2 of Delicate. Oh boy, I've been seeing some set photos and that was looking crazy. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I want to know your tier list. I want to know your favorite teen movie of all time. Doesn't even have to be in the 90s. Give me Porky's. Give me, 16 Candles. Let me know your favorite teen movies down below. Thank you guys. Subscribe, all that jazz. And let's talk about 1999 teen movies. And mostly let's just talk about Cruel Intentions and 10 Things I Hate About You right down below.